Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Doing really good.
Sir, yesterday you have visited college. What changes have you observed from your time till now?
There are many changes in the college. First of all, I was really happy to be there after 32 years. I'm graduating in 91.
Yes.
So from 87 to today, um, the infrastructure was really limited at back then. So we used to have a kind of infrastructure, labs, facilities, everything changed. It's amazing how the progress was made.
Sir, during your times, it is almost 1987. So at that time, engineering was not so popular. So what made you to choose engineering at those times?
At that time, of course, we won't say it's not popular. There are two areas that you have to choose by default. For us. MPC or BPC.
Yes. Even now, it is going the same.
Same thing. So either you want to be a doctor or engineer. That's
Yes.
what the parents will say, right? So then we decided, okay, I'm good at mathematics, so obvious choice is engineering. It's not really what I am passionate about, what I wanted to do. That was a track which was set back then.
So, can you share some of the special moments that you felt special at your college time?
Yeah, at the college, especially founder, the polarity is the best individual that we love. And the college was run based on his principles. So we, we were amazed by the facilities, and the cooperation, everything that he provided. Even though we were only 4 years into the inception of the college. So I think there are a lot of memories.
During your college time, with this hectic, all the syllabus during the engineering branch, so how would you spend your free time during your graduation?
So the free time, apart from the going to the movies, yeah, it's a usually the sports is big at the time. We have a biggest nice cricket stadium. What I saw yesterday was stadium stayed the same thing, of course with some improvements. And the ball badminton is one of the sports that is usually play. So it's a sports is a good recreation back then. Um, of course, we had tours that we take. We conducted ourselves one tour, South India tour, taking the whole class to Bangalore, to Goa, to a few other areas, Mysore, around South India. So that's kind of involves the team, both students, to be involved and more bonding.
So, during your days, how was your bond with the faculty and also your seniors?
The faculty were amazing. I had, Ramanaidu Garu, he from MTech, from the IIT, and he was my guide for the project. And, he used to encourage whatever I like to do. So, whenever I wanted to do a project on the computers, so back then they had only two computers, and we wanted to do the annual project in the microwave horn antenna design,
Yes.
which is in the Pascal for them. So he encouraged us all the way. So that's about the guide. But rest of the faculty back then, Sanjay Reddy Garu as a principal, and Jairam Reddy Garu. So they were amazing. We had a good discipline in the college. At the same time, the friendly relationship with the staff. So it helped us a lot.
So, being an EC student, you have set a software company. So, what influenced you to set that software company?
I feel that the specific project that I did in engineering, that designing micro horn antennas using Pascal, that was the foundation because that's the first time I touched a computer that's in GPRS itself. That's back then I think 286 or 386, and we used to program using Pascal, sit down, do the coding, execute, finally get the end results, and design an antenna. So that's where I felt like interested in computer science. So when I came out of the college, I felt like okay, I will be fit for, even though I did electronics and communication engineering, I felt like I fit for computer science. So applied for admission into US. I got the computer science, MS in computer science admission. So I went and continued my journey in the computer science area. So coming to your question about
Influence about software.
software company. So after 1 year into the job, after I graduated from University of Texas in Tyler, Texas, and after 1 year working for a company, PR Blackmore and Associates back then as a consultant, then there was a need for technology consultants because we were unable to find Powerbill developers back then. I don't know if it's a Powerbill was one of the technologies pretty hot at the time. So I had to bring in a few other people and train them on Powerbill. A few of my friends and from my college in UT Tyler, and then train them and be able to show them the jobs. So that's how the company was started. So the consulting work, and we found the need, and I have the technical skills that's pretty hard in the market. So these are all fell in place to start a company at a very early stage. So back in '96, I started a company, and Intel Soft was founded in '98. There's a company name changes. So that's a good, decent journey. That's how the company was started. The foundation is definitely from GPRC.
So what do you think GPREC is different from other institutions?
I have seen other institutions, interviewing other people, and looking at the environment. Yesterday, when I meet many of the professors, they are all from the alumni. They are all alumni of GPRC. So many of them, including principals in Australia. So that speaks something. That, it's like a family that being continued for 32 years. So the generation changed, but again, the principles and foundation of GP Polarity Garu, I think it's been, coming down to this level every day. So I see the discipline in the college. I see talented kids. So I think it's amazing how the GPRC is able to continue the same for 32 years.
Sir, if you go back in time and give your anyone a special advice, what it would be?
So I would suggest the younger one to think about few things, right? So at least in the third year of engineering, so look at yourself and find out what your strengths and what your weaknesses are. Find out what kind of personality you are. Right? So the second one is find out what is your passion. Really, you're passionate about doing something. Right? You should be happy about whatever you do in the life. You don't feel like you don't feel unhappy to do certain stuff. So you need to be passionate. When you are passionate about doing something, you can be successful faster. So those are the two. And again, high level goals. Write it down. All these things. Write it down so that you will get it clarity. Right. So back then, when I was going to the college, just go to the classes. In the weekends, we'll go and watch movies, do some stuff. But really, we don't sit down and write down and think about what's next step. Right. So that might have saved 1 more year extra time I wasted in between. I think trying to figure out where I fit in. I went for an MBA. I did 6 months of MBA, and then I discontinued and went for MS in computer science. So really, that made me think twice about what's actually what I like. So
Sir, at present, what do you think a person opting towards IT sector rather than the core? The person who also chosen ECE or mechanical or triple E, he's diverting to IT sector. So at present scenario, how would you relate it?
See, it's all my classmates, whoever they are in civil or mechanical or electronics, everybody is in IT except I think I hardly know one or two people or all over 180 people back then in some IT batch. Because the job opportunities were many opportunities in IT. But luckily, some of them could able to tune themselves to the if they are in manufacturing, they were going into the manufacturing side of ERP softwares back then. So the technology is only the one piece. Again, that I love to get some mechanical engineers to be on my team because they are pretty much aware of the process. They know how the engineering works. Not a computer science guy is different from the actual engineer. So analytical thinking is very much required. So I think even the technologies are evolving into AI, RPA, and so most of them are industry related. So mechanical engineers are needed. So even for the civil engineers, so the most of the construction and everything is going through the IT and technology. But again, we need to be well versed with the actual civil engineering to design something through your software. So I would say all the fields are important. It's not just IT. So we always look for a subject matter expert. So SMEs are very important for any job. So if you are a healthcare expert, that means you will have healthcare domain knowledge. If you are a supply chain expert, you have a supply chain domain knowledge. So that is functional knowledge is also important rather than just programming and such. So that's why I don't think only the programming or software is the career, but whatever you have the knowledge that you can use, that means other disciplines can focus and get the jobs, but they have to tune themselves to the latest technologies that's being used in the industry.
So being a CEO, you have to manage a gigantic company like Intellisoft and also have to attend meetings. How did your family support you?
Yeah, I'm really thankful for my family. So there's a lot of sacrifice from the family because many times we'll be on the calls in the evening and night time because of night shift. In here is day shift, but at the same time other way around. So we'll take the calls and conduct the meetings through the online. So there will be a lot of travel, especially business involves a lot of stress. So I'm really thankful for my family. So my wife has to quit the job after the second one was born because I'm always busy and she has to take care of the kids. So that's a sacrifice from her side. So it's that's how it goes. I'm thankful for that.
Sir, if you want to recruit some students from GPIC, what attributes would you consider in a student?
I would look for one who is a self-driven, self-motivated, let me say it that way, and who has high analytical skills, who has high interpersonal skills. And the fourth one is probably the technology, or particular software, or language, or tools and technologies. But so the top three are more important. So somebody who is self-motivated and who has analytical skills, who has a good interpersonal skills, team player, can perform a lot better, even though he is a little bit less articulate.
So what technologies do you use in your company, Intellisoft?
So we have a product called AI, which is an AI-based big data science platform. That's end-to-end data ingestion to the reporting. You can run the machine learning algorithms in the platform. And we have few other products and services as well for HR checks, which is a background checks product. And we just exited from the e-learning software. So there are primary areas that we are seeing a lot more future right now is AI space and RPA space. So we are working on the AI on our platform integration with the open AI, which is ChatGPT.
Yes.
So the people, but that's where we are actually implementing the integration from our platform, and we see that that's going to keep growing in that space. So we keep investing.
So, what do you think the role of sports in a student's life? Because in engineering, we'll be busy in writing records, observations, even in your time, at your time. And what do you think the sports play a major role in a student's life?
Sports is definitely relaxing and less stressful. It will, we think a student doesn't have stress, but students has a stress.
Yes.
When we look at the students, oh, these guys are enjoying. They're not really. So they go through tremendous amount of stress, but they don't show it. So I would say sports is one. You must have one sport. Pick one, whatever you like. You have to do it. I did the ball badminton, so I really enjoy it. So that also teaches you a couple of other things, right? How to work in a team. So other than, of course, individual players, sports like tennis. So most of the sports are like team. So you need to act in a team for volleyball. So cricket, many of the team sports. So that helps you to talk to the other, improve the skills with your team members, try to succeed.
So, finally, what is the piece of advice would you give to current students who are looking to succeed in their lives?
I think one of the things I wish I had was a mentor back then. That's probably I would give that advice to the GPRSA as well. So I don't know if there is an advisory system already assigned. So or if it was there, I believe, but it wasn't not in place properly. So you have to have an advisor or a mentor, right? So that the person who is attending a third year in college, they're looking around, tracking down what to do and all that. So some advisor will guide this and he's watching him. This is a right path. These are the two paths at least. Set them so that they can plan ahead. So I would say if advisor is not available in the college, look for a mentor who can actually guide you through. So there's nothing wrong in taking an advice. So somebody else's experience is going to help you. And second thing is, read books. That's one of the things that I should have done more, but read books so you'll get more exposure to the outside world rather than where you are maturity. The rest of it, I think, as I said, know your personality, find out what is your passion, and find out what your goal is. If somebody wants to be a executive in a top level CEO level position, or somebody wants to be an entrepreneur. So based on your goals, you can actually set the path and and work towards the goal. So that's my recommendation for all the students. I wish everybody all the best.
Thanks, sir, for giving your precious time for this interview.
Thank you.